Hello everyone and welcome back to another screencast on algebra, solving equation, multiplying out of brackets. It's like two parts of maths coming together in harmony, and you're going to find it very, very easy, I'm sure. So make sure you've watched a few screencasts on multiplying out of brackets and make sure you've done the basics of solving equations. But if you can do those two things, then you're going to find this ridiculously easy. So what is an equation? An equation is a mathematical expression that contains an equal symbol. Equations often contain algebra. Algebra is used in maths when we do not know the exact number in the calculation. Many professionals use equations every day, including air traffic controllers, architects, computer programmers, and carpenters or builders, believe it or not. So here goes some, that was from Bite Size. Here goes some favorite ones. E equals mc squared and speed equals distance over time. They're variables, so the letters are there because we don't quite know what the numbers are. The numbers can change, so we always want to know what the speed is, but the speed is distance divided by time. So we can always work out if we're missing one of those things quite easily, which we do often and we're going to do today. So here's an example of what we're talking about. We've got brackets. We don't know what B is, but what do? We use BIDMAS. BIDMAS means that order of operations. We've got to multiply out of the brackets first before we can then go any further. So let's do that now. We're going to say 2 timesing by B and 2 timesing by 3. So 2 timesing by B is 2B and 2 timesing by 3 is 6. So we'd rewrite the equation so it's got 2b plus 6 equals 26. And now from there, it really is plain sailing. What's next? What's the opposite of plus 6? It's minus 6, because we're trying to make b the subject, remember. So now we'll be left with 2b equals 20, and really is becoming nice and easy for you. We're breaking it down one step at a time. So now we've got a one-step equation, don't we? 2 bananas equals 20 pounds. They're very expensive bananas, I know. How much is 1 banana? That's what we're trying to find, isn't it? We're going to divide both sides by 2. Yep. And we're going to end up with b equaling 10. Now we could put that back in. We could say 2 times 10 gives us 20, 2 times 3 gives us 6, 20 plus 6 gives us 26, and we know we are correct. That's what I love about algebra, I love about equations, is the fact you can walk away from the answer knowing you got it correct. Now that I've done that one, what I would like you to do is I would like you to do the next one. Now, one thing is it's a negative number, so just remember, I'm going to give you a little help now. 3 times minus 5 is minus 15. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it correct. So first up we have 3 timesing by b is 3b, 3 timesing by minus 5 is minus 15. We bang that in there now. So we've got 3b minus 15 equals positive 15. Now remember, with all of these things, to get rid or to nullify or to eliminate, we must add 15 to both sides. Okay, we've got minus 15 at the moment, so we must add 15 to both sides. That enables our equation to remain balanced, so we'll end up with 3b equals 30. Now we've got 3 bananas equaling 30 pounds. As I said, very expensive bananas. We're going to divide both sides by 3 to get or eliminate that 3b, and we divide the other side by 3 as well, and we end up with b equaling 10 again. So easy, isn't it? So easy. So here goes some more examples. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see if you've got it correct. Hopefully I don't even need to do it that slowly. It's got 2 timesing by b, 2 timesing by 3. There we go, we've got 2b plus 6 equals 24. And then what do? Hopefully you're all screaming at the computer screen saying, well, it's pretty simple, sir. You take away 6 from both sides. We end up with 2b equaling 18. Divide both sides by 2. And we end up with b equaling 9. Okay, over to you again for the next one. Away you go. No help from me. Come back and see if you've got it correct. So easily started with 10 timesing by a, 10 timesing by minus 1. We'd end up with 10a minus 10 equals 100. What are we going to do? We're going to do the opposite. So it's plus 10 to both sides. We end up with 10a equals 110. And what are we doing? We've got 10 timesing by a. So what's the opposite of times? It's divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 10. A equals 11. And we can put that back in, can't we? And we can say that 11 take away 1, that's 10. 10 times 10 is 100, and we know we're correct. I'm not even sure why I'm continuing. I'm sure that you're absolutely spot on, but pause the video, give it a go. The reason why is because I've moved the a to here. That's just how they make it a little bit more difficult. Give it a go, come back and see if you've got it right. So first step is to multiply out of our brackets. So we end up with 8 plus 4a equals 28. The next thing is to subtract 8 away from both sides. So we end up with 4a equals 20. Divide both sides by 4. A equals 5. Bang that back in, can't we? So we've got 7 times by 4 gives us the 28. Okie dokie. Hopefully this is the last one. Give this one a go. Come back and see if you've got it right. I'm sure you have. All the best. Good luck. First thing we do is 5 times 2, 5 times b, 10 plus 5b. Take away 10 from both sides. We've got 5b equaling 10. Divide both sides by 5. B equals 2. Bang that back in. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. We know we are correct. And hallelujah, we have got to the quiz. 4 questions. 4 questions for you to do. Pause that video. Give it a go. I've said that a lot this lesson. Come back and see if you've got it right. Let's go, everyone. Let's see. Let's finish well. It's been a fast but long PowerPoint. Let's go. We are going for 2 times a is 2a. 2 times minus 5 is minus 10 and 20. We've worked it all through and we've got a equaling 15. Let's put that back in. 15 take away 5 is 10. 2 times by 10 is 20, so we know that's correct. Over here, we've gone 2a plus 10 equals 32. Take away, we've done it. I put that back in. We are all good. So for this one, we're multiplying out. 3 times 2b is 6b. 3 times minus 3 is 9. Not 3 times 3 is 3. Then work that through. We end up with b equaling 2. Over here, this was a little bit interesting, a little bit of a curveball for you. We had to multiply the brackets for a start. So 2 times a is 2a. 2 times 5 is 10. And then we drop down the 2a from there. So we've got 2a plus 2a plus 10 equals 50. Collect those like terms. 4a plus 10 equals 50. Subtract the 10 away. We end up with a equaling 10. I'm sure you've done fantastic. You might have had a little bit of trouble with that last one, but I'm sure you muddled your way through, or you smashed your way through, whichever one was you. Well done. So anyway, it is time to relax for you after you have written that wonderful revision card. Make sure you relax after that, not before. And until next time, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure to help you with your maths today. Every time we do these, I hope you get a little bit better.